welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to service this propane generator. This trailer is getting ready to go on a trip, and this generator hasn't been used for quite a while. Normally we're plugged into shore power, but they're going with this trailer. It's not going to have any shore power to plug into, so they're going to be running on the generator. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to take the front cover off, and then we're going to take the battery cover off and hook up the battery charger to it and see how it looks. This battery is what they call an AGM battery. It's a gel battery. Trailers are wired differently. This particular trailer, this battery does not charge off of shore power. The only time this battery will charge is when the generator's running or when you put a battery charger on it, just like we're going to do right now in preparation to go on that trip. So we want to make sure that battery's up to charge. This is the same type of battery that you're going to have in your motorcycles, your ATVs, that type of stuff. So we're going to start by taking the front cover off of this. When we put these on, a lot of times we'll put Never Seez on the screws or on the threads here. It makes it a lot easier to get this on and off, especially with all the road grime and the grip. It's pretty hard to see until it gets off. So we're going to set that down, and we're going to open this up. Take this off the cover, and then that's going to give us access to the oil here. And then we're going to look, there's a circuit breaker down here. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if we'll be able to see that or not. It's right down here. There's a little circuit breaker. Let me get another light on that real quick. And that way you can see that maybe. I'll hold it like this. I don't know, can you see that circuit breaker down there? It's just a little switch right here. And right now it's in the on position. If you flip it the other way, it's off. Flip it back like this, it's on, okay? And this is a start that you could do if you didn't have somebody, if there wasn't anybody with you. Normally you start this generator inside the living quarters. It's got the same type of toggle switch, and you know, if you don't have somebody in there and you're working on it and you want to see if what you've done is right, you can also start it out here. This is a rocker switch. One of them's prime and the other's start. So we'll probably start it from inside here in a minute. But anyway, we're going to start with checking the oil on it first. We just did an oil change on this a couple months ago, and I don't think it probably hasn't ran 20 hours since then. So let me get a little rag here and we'll wipe that off. The thing about oil on these generators is it is so clear it looks like water, and it's going to be really difficult to see. So you put that back in, and you don't have to wrench it down, just get it tight to where it would be, and then you're going to pull it out here and look. Now you can see it if you're looking right here. That oil level is right here, and that's halfway up on the hash marks. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the oil here, and then this is clean. That is exactly where you want it. You want it right about in the middle. If you get it too full, it doesn't leave much room for expansion when it gets hot, and then that usually ends up blowing a seal. Something will happen to it. So you want it right about in the middle. So we're going to start with that. Now that's good enough. That's all the tighter that has to be. And then we're going to take the screws out of this battery cover here, and we're going to put the battery charger on it. I usually put those screws back in the very top of this inside so I don't lose them. I'll set that up there like that. So this was the battery I was talking about. This is the very same thing. You can see right on the top here. I'm going to have to get the camera around the other side there, but it says AGM on it. And that's the same thing. This is what you're going to want to look at when you're looking at your, if you have a battery charger like this, you're going to be able to decide, what am I trying to charge here? And right now, the last thing we used this for was to start a vehicle. So we had it on standard, the rocker switch, and we originally had it on a 50 amp engine start. Well, you don't want to do that with this. So you're going to put that on a 10 amp to 2 to 10 amp. And it's not a standard battery, it's an AGM battery. So you want to flip it like this. So we're going to go ahead and hook it up, and then we'll plug it in, and then we'll see how much it looks like it's going to charge. So how do you hook it up? Okay, so we're ready to hook up this battery now. So you got a minus side here for negative, and you got a plus side on this. So you want to hook up your positive side first. You want to hook it on here like this, and then the negative side here, right here. All right, now we're going to plug it in. And we'll see what the battery charger says here. So it's charging a little bit. That battery's really in pretty good shape. It's going to put a charge on it. Remember, I said that's an AGM battery, so you have it on AGM, and that 10 amp to 2 amp, or 2 to 10. That's just a little bit of a charge. We'll let that set for just a little bit until the dial comes down here and sets right about 0. And then it means that it's going to be about fully charged. So we'll let it set here for a minute or two, and we probably could have put that on first and then check the oil. But that's, you know, it's only going to take a minute or two, and then we'll try to crank it and see how it works. All right, this thing's gone ahead and charged pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and pull this off. I'm going to take the negative off, then the positive. We're just going to let it set up. We're just going to go ahead and try to start it. And if it starts, we're going to let it run for about 20 minutes or so, make sure everything gets warmed up like it's supposed to, make sure it's going to run. And then afterwards, after we're done, we'll go ahead and hook the battery charger back up again just to top it off, top that battery off. So we can either start it from inside or outside. They're the both same switches. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and do it from here. The book says you can use the primer and then the start button. We always do that. If you read the book, on our book, it actually talks about the gasoline engines instead of propane engines to prime them like that. But we found that even on the propane, it helps. So you'll see a light flash down here. And normally you want to count about 10 flashes, you know, or count to 10, I should say. You know, I don't think it's going to take it. It's almost 50 degrees today here, so we're going to go ahead and prime it a little bit, and then we're going to hit the start button. And you have to hold it until it, you know, it starts to, you know, actually starts. So we're going to try it here.